When Joseph's mother told us that he had been arrested, Madame Linda froze. Arrested? For what? She asked, her voice trembling. The old woman was crying so hard she could barely speak. They said fraud, that he scammed a rich woman by pretending to love her. They said he was paid to deceive her. I don't understand what's going on. Linda gasped. She turned to me and whispered, Amanda, it has to be Amanda. She's behind this too. I nodded. Nothing else made sense. We rushed to the police station. Joseph was in a small cell sitting on the floor with his head down. He looked up when he heard her voice. For a moment, they both just stared at each other. Through the bars, through the pain, through everything. Then Linda turned to the officer on duty. I want to drop all charges. This man didn't scam me. But the officer looked confused. You're Madame Linda? Yes, and I never reported him. Someone is using my name to frame him. The officer frowned. But we received an official report in your name, signed with your ID. Linda turned pale. That's impossible. I never signed anything. It was clear now. Amanda had forged the documents. She wanted Joseph destroyed, and she used Linda's name to do it. Linda demanded to speak with the station head. She showed her real ID, and after hours of questioning and verification, the officers agreed to investigate the report further. That night, Joseph was released, but only temporarily. You're not free yet, the officer warned. If we find proof the complaint is real, you'll be rearrested. On the way back home, Linda and Joseph sat in silence. Finally, Joseph spoke. Why are you doing all this for me, after everything? Linda looked at him with teary eyes. Because I believe you, and because I still love you. He looked down, then gently took her hand. I'm sorry I didn't tell you the full truth earlier. I thought I could protect you from the pain. I was wrong. Linda nodded. I've been lied to by people I trusted for years. But you, even when you were part of the lie, you told the truth when it mattered. They sat in the car, holding hands, not knowing what tomorrow would bring, but certain of one thing. Their hearts were now tied together by something real. But the storm wasn't over, because the next morning, Linda received a message with a video attached. It was a hidden camera recording, taken from inside her own office. And in the video, Amanda was seen stealing documents and placing fake files on Linda's desk. The proof was finally here. Madame Linda sat frozen, staring at the video on her phone. It was clear as day. Amanda, her childhood friend, her trusted business partner, was caught red-handed. The camera, secretly installed by a tech staff weeks ago after some suspicious activity, had finally captured the truth. In the video, Amanda was seen sneaking into Linda's office late at night, opening a drawer with a spare key and replacing original documents with fake ones. She even laughed to herself and whispered, "Let's see how perfect Madame Linda looks when her business crashes." Linda's hands shook. Rita, she really wanted to destroy me. Yes, Ma, but now we have proof. Without wasting time, Linda called her lawyer, forwarded the video, and headed straight to the police station with Joseph by her side. The officers were shocked at the evidence. They had never seen such a clear recording. That same afternoon, Amanda was arrested. When she saw Linda at the station, her eyes filled with hate. You just couldn't stay small, could you? She hissed. You think this love story will last? You think Joseph is your happy ending? Linda stood calmly and replied, No, I don't think. I know. Because unlike you, Joseph didn't destroy me, even when he had the chance. Amanda was charged with forgery, attempted fraud, and defamation. She was denied bail due to the evidence against her. But even with Amanda gone, the scars she left behind still hurt. That night, Linda and Joseph sat on the balcony of her mansion. The moon was bright and the wind was soft. Joseph turned to her. You know, I still can't believe any of this. I met you thinking you were a blind woman. Now look at us. Linda smiled. I pretended to be blind to find real love, and maybe I was blind, in my heart, but you helped me see clearly. He reached into his pocket. I don't have gold, I don't have money, but I have one thing. He pulled out a tiny ring, nothing fancy, just a simple silver band. A heart that will never leave you, no matter what happens. Linda's eyes filled with tears. Are you proposing? Joseph smiled. No, not yet, I'm just promising. Promising what? She asked softly. That I'll be here until you're ready, and even after that. They held hands silently, finally at peace. But the story wasn't over yet, because love found through fire must still pass one final test. 2 weeks had passed since Amanda was arrested. The storm had calmed. Joseph was cleared of all charges. Madame Linda's company slowly returned to normal, and love began to blossom. For the first time in years, Linda laughed freely. She and Joseph would take walks in her garden, eat roasted corn together in the kitchen, and talk for hours about simple things, like dreams, music, and the kind of family they both wished to build one day. But just when it seemed like everything was perfect, her past returned. One afternoon, I heard a knock at the mansion gate. I opened it and saw a man in a suit holding a child, maybe 5 or 6 years old. The man spoke with confidence. "I'm here to see Miss Linda. Tell her it's about something very personal, something from her past." I quickly informed Madame Linda, and she came out. When she saw the man, her eyes widened.
Eric?
Joseph stood beside her, confused. "Who is he?" Linda's face turned pale. He's my ex-fiancé." Eric smiled. "And this," he said, motioning to the child, "is our daughter." A long silence followed. Joseph looked from Linda to the child, then back again. "You have a daughter?" Linda stepped back, trembling. "I didn't know. Eric left me before I could even tell him I was pregnant. He traveled abroad, blocked my number, and disappeared. I gave birth in secret, but before I could reach him again, he had moved on. I gave the child up to a trusted home. Until now." Eric added quickly, "I came back because I'm dying. I have only a few months left, and I want our daughter to know her mother." Tears rolled down Linda's cheeks. She knelt and held the little girl's hand. "What's her name?" Eric replied, "Hope." That one word broke her completely. Joseph quietly stepped aside, watching the woman he loved meet the child she never raised, born from a past she tried to forget. Later that night, Joseph sat alone in the garden. Linda came to him slowly. "I should have told you, but I was scared. I didn't want to lose you." Joseph nodded. He didn't speak at first. Then he said, "I didn't fall in love with a perfect woman, Linda. I fell in love with a real one." She covered her face and cried softly. "Can you forgive me?" He held her hand gently and replied, "I already have, and if that little girl needs a father, I'm right here." Linda looked at him through her tears. "You'd accept me, and my child?" Joseph smiled. "I didn't come for what you had. I came for who you are, and I'm staying for both of you." She hugged him tightly, and in that moment, under the stars, the story came full circle. She had pretended to be blind to find true love, and love had found her, not just as a woman, but as a mother. For watching this powerful story. Sometimes love finds us in the most unexpected ways, but when it's real, it sees beyond wealth, beauty, or status. Remember, the right person will love you, not for what you have, but for who you are. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Precious Inspired TV for more emotional and life-changing stories. Until next time, stay strong and stay inspired.